Hello and welcome to Manifest Quest, where it's never too late to change your life for the better. Today I thought the topic would be something I've already said. Be a control freak. And I don't mean controlling other people. I don't mean anything other than controlling your own mind. Controlling your thoughts, controlling your reactions to people, no matter what kind of buttons they're pushing on you. You are in 100% control of what you think, what you do, how you behave, where you go, who you choose to speak to. You don't have to speak to people that push your buttons. I don't care if they're related or whatever. You can choose to walk away if your significant other tells you something that you don't like or says something you don't like. So, how to be a control freak in a good way. You probably should start with just taking a step back. When I was growing up, one of the solutions to a problem, would come from your parents. And one of my parents used to say, count to 10. Just count to 10 and take a deep breath. Now, how do you feel about it? Because we just snap react to things that piss us off. So that's a really good piece of advice. You can step back, take a deep breath, and count to 10. And what do you feel? Do you feel better? Take a new deep breath, stepping back. You don't need to react harshly to people. They can react harshly to you, and you say, all right, if that's how you feel. You need to sort of react to things like water off a duck's back. Just go, okay. Even if it's your kids having a raging temper tantrum, and I hate you, and this and that and the other thing, and you can strike back at the kid and say hurtful things back to them. But you're the adult. And you just can say, well, you can go to your room and cool down, and, we'll discuss this later. You're allowed to hate me. I don't hate you. Way you go. I know it's hard in the moment. It's very hard in the moment. I've been there, done that. And even now, your child may not agree with everything you say. Your child may take the car without you asking. Your child may steal from you. Your child may hang out with people you don't want them to. Lie about where they are and what they're doing. It happens all the time. Step back. Don't say crappy things to them. Say, all right, this is my expectations. You can ground them, do whatever, but you don't need to be nasty. So that's the child aspect, I guess. But as far as anybody else, adult to adult, peer to peer, boss to employee, as the employee, your boss can scream at you and make you feel bad and tell you how incompetent you are and whatever else they want to say. And you can choose to scream back at them and get fired, or you can choose to go, maybe he's having a bad day and he needs to vent. All right, have a bad day. And it's the other person who will feel bad, hopefully. Not feel bad, but will understand that you're not reacting. Why aren't you reacting? Because it doesn't honestly matter what you think about me. You can react however you like. I think people should be appropriate to each other. If you're professional, be a professional. Act like a professional. If you're, you know, even if I used to think that sarcasm was it was the way to be. Until one time in my 30s, somebody said something really kind of nasty to me in a sarcastic way, and it wasn't funny. And I thought, pardon? And they said, oh, well, that's funny. Don't you know? You do it all the time. And I went, oh my God, I do. And then I tried to stop being sarcastic. I mean, I might be a little bit sarcastic sometimes, like, ha ha ha, make sure you put the timer on the oven because, you'll get distracted and your cookies will be black or something like that, whatever. But not in a mean, malicious way. And I was never meaning to ever be malicious. I just thought that was humor. Yeah, they were right. And it's not funny what I did for years. I didn't know because my family thought sarcasm was really funny, to hurt somebody's feelings. Or throw something in somebody's face constantly and ha ha ha, they're a big whatever, they're a big loser, or they're so incompetent about a particular subject, or isn't that funny? That's so funny to embarrass somebody in front of everybody, or to hurt your feelings. Yeah, I learned the hard way. So yeah, that's controlling your actions. That's being aware of, wow, looking in the mirror, not controlling, I guess, what comes out of whatever comes out of your mouth, just because you thought of it and you thought, not really funny. So yeah, I stopped doing that. I stopped reacting to a lot of stuff. You can change your behavior. You can change the way you react to people. Snapping back at people is not okay. Even having the thought. I think that I don't even know how to say it, but like if all of your thoughts were recorded, good, bad, and indifferent, and all of your thoughts were recorded, and they were automatically downloaded to social media for all the world to see, all your friends to see, everybody to see, how do you think you would be portrayed by your own thoughts? So I think it really stems to how much you want to change. Do you want to be the person who thinks nasty things about people? Even you can be talking to your friend, you don't agree with their opinion, and you have a crappy thought. Instead, I just go, well, like, I respect your opinion. It's not going to change my opinion, but I have to respect your opinion. You're allowed to have your own mind. And I don't have to be offended by your opinion. So, being a control freak, I think, is just, in my mind, controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, not striking out at people, having the awareness of maybe what thoughts you're having, why you're having those thoughts. Does that what they said remind you of somebody in your past who you totally disagree with, or somebody who totally disappointed you, or somebody you totally detested? You're allowed, but don't have the thoughts about that person. They're your friend. They're not going to be mean to you. Stop the thoughts swirling around in your head, thinking everybody's probably mean to you or whatever. I used to think that a lot. I used to have horrible thoughts about lots of people. And it didn't even have anything to do with them. It just had to do with other people in my past. who weren't maybe necessarily the nicest people to me. So, be a control freak. I think closing your eyes for 5 minutes a day, not necessarily even closing your eyes, but you have 5 minutes to spare in the shower to have quiet, calm thoughts. You have 5 minutes in the morning before you sort of jump out of bed. You have 5 minutes while you're laying in bed getting ready to go to sleep. I used to think one word over and over and over again. And I thought, peace. I just wanted peace. I didn't want chaos. I didn't want screaming and yelling. I didn't want intimidation, people being intimidating around you or me. I didn't want any of that. I just wanted peace. And I, close my eyes and just think that over and over and over again. And sometimes for hours before I went to sleep, because I couldn't sleep because I was so distraught. And it helped. It was a painful birthing process, but peace came. And now I'm pretty peaceful. Especially with all this stuff going on right now, people are so inclined to be offended over other people's opinions, and I just go, all right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change who I am based on your opinion of me. Doesn't change anything. It has no reflection on me, I would hope. So, yeah. Be a control freak. I know control seems to be a bad word, but controlling yourself is a good deed toward others. And maybe it'll bring some peace to you, and I hope it does. 5 minutes a day is nothing, and I hope you can find the time to do so. Have yourself a wonderful day, and thank you very much again for watching, and we will talk to you very, very soon. Thanks. Bye.